Welcome back. The show that made country music famous, the Grand Ole Opry, celebrated its 99th birthday over the weekend.
That's right. It's the longest running radio program in history. And I had a chance to catch up with Marty Stuart, a 32-year Opry member, as the Opry approaches a major milestone. Well, when you think of 100 years of the Grand Ole Opry, I'm not sure there's anybody more fitting than the one and only Marty Stuart to chat with about. Inducted in 1992. When you think back, can you even keep track of how many times you've taken that coveted stage now?
No, I started here actually as a band member in Lester Flats Band in 1972. So this show has been a part of my life. It's been a part of my life forever. But since 1972, but becoming a member to the Grand Ole Opry is, it's probably one of the ultimate honors in country music.
And I'm sure it never gets old. I know you have a very special dressing room. Tell us about that, because it's shared by many of your mentors.
Well, when I first knew that dressing room, it belonged to Ernest Tubb. When he finally came to town, then Marty Robbins and Porter Wagner. And after Porter passed away, they passed the dressing room on to me and my fabulous superlative band. And they said, decorate it any way you want to. So it's kind of a tribute to the Wagon Master. It was a great place to go and hang out with Porter. And it's called Wagon Master.
Now, do you channel some of his energy when you're in there?
I hope so. I hope so. He was a timeless character.
And then, of course, your lovely wife, Connie Smith, known as the sweetheart of the Grand Ole Opry. Is there anyone else out there that could actually claim they're a husband and wife, family members of the Opry?
Well, Ricky Skaggs and Sharon White Skaggs.
There you go.
And I'm probably missing somebody, but Connie and I are proud to be amongst those.
I love it. Well, I know you're a great historian as well. When you think back over a century, outside of your own personal experiences, what's probably the most memorable event that has unfolded on the Grand Ole Opry stage?
There's been so many. Just in recent memory, when the flood hit Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
This show never went off the air. We moved it downtown. When COVID brought the world to its knees, the show still went on. It was Vince, Brad Paisley, and myself. We were on stage playing to an empty house. And leave it to Vince. Somebody says, how did it feel to play to such an empty house? Vince says, oh, we're used to that. we had that mastered years ago.
Not true.
But it was one of those moments I thought, if it's the old cliche, if we touched one heart out there and gave some hope to somebody, which is what we were all trying to do at that point, just encourage each other to keep going. So that was a big moment.
Yeah, I'll never forget that image of those pews sitting in that water.
Yeah.
What about on the positive side?
Yeah, positive side. Well, probably the very first time that I played in 1972 with Lester. I mean, I was cutting grass at my mom and dad's house, a few days before. The next thing I know, I'm on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry playing with one of my heroes, Lester Flatt. And when the song was finished, the crowd just kept rolling, and I thought I'd done something wrong. I said, what did I do? And Lester said, do it again. And so it was a great way to start in Nashville. It was the first place I ever played in Nashville, so it's been like family ever since.
Wow, what a great first place.
It's been downhill ever since.
You were young, too.
Yeah, 13.
13 years old. What an incredible story. Well, I know you said over the years, one thing that's never changed, and that's the Grand Ole Opry being that it shows the past, the present, and the future of country music.
I was listening to the Opry on the way home from my mom's house. She lives in Rutherford County, back to Sumner County last night. And it still strikes me the same way it did the first time I ever heard it in my life. It's an old friend. It's just a knowing friend. Regardless what you're going through, there's a song here that applies to you, or an artist that will, understands. The Opry is just a part of the atmosphere. And I love that about the Opry. And a fiddle tune, or the latest artist that's hot and doing good out there right now, or an old favorite, it's all welcome here. It's a family thing.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I look forward to seeing you out there for the big celebration.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Marty Stuart. Love him. Now, the Opry 100 will be marked through a year-long celebration with a series of events, calling it the best year yet. 100 artists will make Opry debuts during the celebration, including Shaboozey in January. There will also be an Opry 100 Honors show series honoring legends like Roy Acuff, Porter Wagner, as we talked about, Little Jimmy Dickens, Minnie Pearl, Patsy Cline, Johnny Cash, who of course Marty used to play for, and the list just goes on and on.
Oh my gosh, so amazing. Plans also include some special Opry 100 merch, gotta get it while it's hot, and a book dubbed 100 Years of Grand Ole Opry, which will include stories from every Opry member and their contributions to country music's most revered stage. So amazing, so many legends.
That'll be a great book to get your hands on.
Really and
I wonder
truly.
how many there are.
Yes. Ooh,
Intrigued.
coffee table book. We'll be right back.